your middle of your fairy tale. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and reread my beginning that I wrote yesterday. Ralph wins. Once upon a time, there lived a big rooster named Ralph and a funny cat. Oh, I made a mistake. And a funny cat named Carlos. They lived on a beautiful farm near a magical forest. One day, Carlos noticed that Ralph was never out playing with anyone. Carlos remembered a long time ago that Ralph bit a friend when he didn't get what he wanted, or at least that's what everyone thought. So again, go back and reread your story, and then get your paper out that you use to write down your characters and your lesson. And again, my lesson was to be kind with others, and my problem was that Ralph couldn't find a friend. So we know how the story came about that Ralph didn't have any friends is because someone thought he bit somebody. But again, he was only trying to get some food. So I'm going to change the color so you can see my middle of my story is written in green because I really want you to focus in on the beginning, doing your introduction, introducing your characters and your setting. And the middle is going to be where you actually introduce your problem. And this is going to be the longest part of your writing. So if it takes you a long time, that's okay because again, the middle part is going to be the longest part of your fairy tale. So I'm going to go ahead and start off. I'm going to reread my last sentence I wrote. Ralph bit a friend when he didn't get what he wanted, or at least that's what everyone thought. Carlos started thinking back about that day when along came a how would I describe Gloria? How would I describe her? I want to think of a good adjective to describe Gloria because she is my magical character. So Carlos started thinking back about that day when along came a, I'm going to leave some space here because I want to go back and add an adjective because I haven't thought of what I wanted to say. Bird. Carlos was surprised because he was in deep thought. So he ignored it. Then all of a sudden he got a funny feeling. Now, this is the magical part because the bird's coming along and Carlos starts to feel funny because the bird is putting magic on Carlos to help him really remember, and she's going to talk to him through his mind, kind of like a memory. He's not going to pay any attention to her, but she's like telling him what he should be thinking. All of a sudden, the day that Ralph let's see, hold on. All of a sudden, the day that Ralph, what do you think I should say, didn't have any friends, or the day that Ralph got blamed? Let's say that, got blamed for being mean. Okay, all of a sudden, the day that Ralph got blamed for being mean was crystal clear for Carlos. Okay, so now he has a perfect memory. He awoke suddenly and realized there was a bird on his head. So again, remember I was telling you what I wanted to kind of think about and get you to kind of infer. And now it's clear that the bird was on his head and he awoke. So the bird put him to sleep. And when I go back and reread this and edit it, I might change some things, but this is just kind of my sloppy copy. And so I'm just getting down my thoughts. He woke suddenly and realized, I needed to be realized, there was a bird on his head. He asked the bird, "What is your name?" And I'm putting "what is your name" in quotation marks because that's dialogue. And that is exactly the words that came out of his mouth. So I am using that, and I'm going to underline that because I'm going to talk more about that later. He asked the bird, "What is your name?" Gloria replied, "My name is Gloria." These are the words that Gloria said. "My name is Gloria." Carlos said, "I had the strangest feeling just now." Okay, so now I'm going to go back and reread. Carlos started thinking back about the day when along came a blank bird. I'm going to have to go back and reread it. Carlos started thinking back about the day when, I'm going to circle this because I need to clarify that. When along came a blank bird, good adjective, Carlos was surprised because he was in deep thought, so he ignored it. Then all of a sudden, he got a funny feeling. I said all of a sudden twice. All of a sudden, the day that Ralph got blamed for being mean was crystal clear for Carlos. He awoke suddenly and realized there was a bird on his head. He asked the bird, "What is your name?" Gloria replied, "My name is Gloria." Carlos said, "I had the strangest feeling just now. I need to go to my friend Ralph right now." Okay, so I'm going to stop right here because this is the middle of my story. And I know there's some confusion here, but again, this is just my rough draft and it's my sloppy copy. And I'm going to go back and edit it But I'm not going to do that today because I just wanted to get down kind of the magical part and the fact that, be kind to everyone. And then how Carlos, and the solution that I had is Gloria and Carlos showing Ralph how to be a friend when really he knew how to be a friend and it was really a mistake. Okay, so I will see you later. Have a good day. Don't forget, when you're writing your middle of your story, you need to make sure that you start talking about your problem in here, and the events that lead up to the solution. Have a good day.